Good morning. Man, I didn't realize it's 4:43 a.m. Sunday morning, Memorial Weekend 2025. I've been out here all day long, way past 12 hours. Yeah, more like 18. But anyway, just thought I'd come in and show you what I've been up to this weekend. This came in Friday night. My good buddy Bob, neighbor, he lives downstate where all the good motors are. Nobody sells them up here. Yeah, not as many as down there, we'll put it that way. But I got this 15 horse Sea King, 1983, and that came from down around by Troy, Michigan. You see the couple Elgins in the background or more. Elgin's related to Chrysler in that West Bend started the whole thing, and then Chrysler purchased them in 1965. This one here came from Van Etten Lake. That's up by Oscoda, where the old Wurtsmith Air Force Base was. 15 horse, 1978 on that one. And from the same guy, 1978 4-horse Chrysler. This is a loop charge, little single cylinder. It gets out for a 4-horse. This one here is about 2 weeks old now. Pick that one. That's a 12.9 from 73, I think. And this here is just a little 5-horse Elgin. Got a couple of those. They both run really good. Picked them up. A scrap guy. I got the one from a scrap guy, and the other one, a guy brought me 2 motors. And he said, if you fix one, I'll give you the other. And I don't know. He didn't have any idea that I'm a Elgin fan, but I did the deal. Nice McCullough. That came from over in Lexington, Michigan. This is where I sit and think about what color curtains I'm going to put in the shop. The only thing is, I covered up all the windows. This little trinket that's a 60 something. I still haven't pinned down the exact year on it, but this is a Clinton, and this one was made in Michigan before they moved to Iowa. I don't know if we can see it or not. Let's see. Clinton in Clinton, Michigan, USA. If any of you guys ever had an Esca, you'll notice some similarities. Esca had a deal going with Clinton early on to use just about everything. I don't really know what Esca made. Maybe the hoods, because carburetors and a lot of everything. The motor came from Tecumseh, usually on a Clinton. This is a Sea King. But let me tell you, it's nothing like this Sea King. This is a Chrysler Sea King. And this is more like an Esca or Clinton Sea King. This says it's a 5 horsepower, but I don't know how they come up with that number. This is the one up there is it's a 9 horse, but it's actually 9.2. It was made by Chrysler. It's 10 times the motor that thing is. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but they were loud, and this one didn't even have a neutral, air cooled, nowhere near 5 horsepower. I don't know how they did it. We got another 12 horse Elgin over here. I still got the key. This here, for everybody that don't know, it's a 12 horse, but you could lock it out to 5 horse or 7.5. Pretty neat little feature. I guess if you're training up your kids, you didn't want to let them have the full 12 because these little babies pack some punch. There's 17.72 cubic inches in that 12 horse there. I'm working on this one for a buddy, just putting the impeller in and waiting for it. He had an impeller and had to tell him it was the wrong one. This one's my first 12 horse Elgin. I got that one in parts, a box. Got it running and made her work. I had to buy that one over there, the one that's been amputated. I had to buy that one because I needed the lower unit in the gearbox. Alright, I'll just show you what's happening around here this weekend. And, oh, one more thing. These 9.2s have been, they're just not quite as fast as one would think in 9.2. So I'm going to do a little experiment. I'll take this, because of the, well, let me back up. The original carburetor is made by Tillotson. And this is a 67. And it's got this unique riser for the cam. But this particular motor that I had, this is a Walbro carburetor. Came off a 15 horse 1982 Chrysler made Sea King. It happened to have the same riser coming up for the throttle, so it will work. The only thing I'm going to have to do is come up with a different linkage system, because this here would control the the low speed, and there's another little problem with the choke, but I'll figure something out. All right. The other night when I did that video on getting that, the key was seized right up in there, and this magneto is in really horrible shape. I think when the key finally snapped off, I'm guessing somebody didn't put the flywheel nut on tight and they didn't have it torqued down, but it chewed it up pretty good. And this one's in pretty rough shape all the way around with rust and everything else. But I finally got it out. I drilled 3 or 4 holes in it, and then I put the torch to it, as you might have seen in the video. And this nick here was already in there, but getting it out, I took a lot of time because I didn't want to screw up the keyway and the crankshaft. But this is a 1974, I believe, 20 horsepower auto electric. It's got the hi-hat hood on it because the starter's right on top of the flywheel. I've got armature right here. This thing weighs probably 5 or 6 pounds. The only foreign motor I got in the whole shop is it's a 1963 Perkins. This was it has roots with Chris-Craft because the power head is exactly like an old 1949 Chris-Craft. I guess it's a 62, 63. Let's see if I can find a picture of the power head. They didn't change the power head much at all. They added a kill switch and a little more modern, it's got the twist grip, which the Chris-Craft didn't have. But before Perkins, it was Oliver that bought Chris-Craft out.